All right. Hello and welcome to another Edge of Eternities draft. So here we got a Lightstall Inquisitor, 1 mana for 2 in Vigilance. When it enters, each opponent exiles a card from their hand. They play that card as long as it remains exiled, and each spell this way costs 1 more to cast. Each land this played this way enters tapped. So you can make their second land drop enter tapped. That's fine, but I don't think that's amazing. That's not worth first picking to me. Cup Repulsion is a solid removal spell. I do like that here. I think I like it a little more than Hymn of the Faller. Gene Pollinator also really good. Psionicist is also an interesting card. This card might be good. I don't know if it's better than Cup Propulsion. I think I'm still going to take the Cup Propulsion. Yeah, I mean, I like the decks. I like the red decks. I like black-red, I like green-red, and blue-red seems solid too. I could be wrong, but so here we have Starfield Shepherd, solid card. Dauntless Scrapbot goes into any deck, not bad at all. Virus Beetle, Gene Pollinator. Systems Override is solid too, but I don't think I'm gonna second pick that. Might just take the Scrapbot. Like, this card is very solid, and you can play it in literally any deck. Generates 2 artifacts, generates a liner token. It's just really good. I really like Virus Beetle and Pollinator a lot too, but I wouldn't necessarily, go into a new color just for that. So I'm gonna stay a little open here, and I think just take the Scrapbot. Ooh, so we got Vote Out, Greyblade Trooper. Those are both very good cards. Another Scrapbot, which I could take. Plasma Bolt. Go with my Cup Repulsion. Vote Out, it's also a very good removal spell. So I think for me, it's between Vote Out, Scrapbot if I want to stay open, and Plasma Bolt to go with my already good red card. This is tricky. Do I want another Dauntless Scrapbot? I mean, the card is good. Plasma Bolt's also just really efficient, though. I think I like Plasma Bolt here more than Vote Out, just because I already have a solid red card, and they're comparable. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Plasma Bolt over the second Scrapbot. I'm a fan of Plasma Bolt. All right, Terminal Velocity. We played with this a bit. It's sneak attack / wrath, but it's hard to use. It's very situational, and you at least 2-for-1 yourself. The Wrath aboard. Not a card that I love. I've kind of had, I don't know, questionable experiences with it. There's a Melt Strider's Resolve, which is a solid fight spell, and I do really want to try green red. I haven't got to do that yet. There's a Grove Strider, which is a large green creature. The Specimen Freighter is solid. If I'm artifacts, I can bounce 2 creatures. And then becomes a 4/7 that mills them for 4. It's pretty close. I'm honestly not sure. There are 3 good green cards in this pack, though. I don't really value Terminal Velocity that highly. I don't love it. I think I'm gonna take the Resolve. Maybe moving into green red. Well, Edge Rover. That's a solid green card. Also, Scrapper, Fungal Colossus, which is fine. Command Bridge. Infinite Guideline Station. You get a 2/2 robot for each multicolored permanent you control when you play this, and then at 12 you draw a card. 7/15. Nah, I think that's just a little too pie in the sky. I think Edge Rover is just a very solid card. It's a nice 1-drop. When it dies, you get a lander, which is exactly what Red Green wants to do. Wow, so many Scrapbots going around. Sacred Foundry. Yeah, I'm just gonna take another Scrapbot here. Like, if I am the Landers deck, this is a very solid card in it. You can play it in any deck. So there's a Codecracker Hound, Tractor Beam, 2 really good blue cards. Pangolin, which goes very well with the Scrapbots, which makes 2 artifacts. Kill Ship, but I'm not taking that. For me, it's between the Pangolin and the Codecracker Hound. The Hound you could easily splash. It's reasonable too. Pangolin is good with all the landers, but it is a common. I'm gonna spec on the Codecracker Hound. I think it's not unreasonable to splash this card. Wow, another Plasma Bolt. Nice. I'm gonna take that here over Field Crusher. and Command Bridge and Cryo Shatter. I think Bolt's just very efficient, and if you have a lot of landers in your deck, it's Lightning Bolt. Really good. So yeah, happy to pick that up. Alright, so now I think I will take a Command Bridge. These cards are all filler, and yeah, Command Bridge helps me splash the Codecracker Hound. So, it's good. Kanazoa, Systems Override, Rapido. I think Systems Override is fine in the red-black decks, which I don't seem to be leaning towards. You kind of want a way to sack the thing. I'm going to take the Mechanozoa just in case I do end up in blue-red artifacts, which is possible at this point. They do have a good blue card, and these are good in blue-red artifacts. Generate 2 artifacts. So now I get a Fungal Colossus and Nutrient Block or Divert Disaster. Kind of pushing me to make a choice here, huh? Nutrient Block is fine in artifacts. I'm going to take the Fungal Colossus. Not a bad thing if I... How much of landers? I'll take the Moxite now. I think that card is solid. Seems like blue might be open. A lot of late blue cards. So this planet's not very good. Sack a land, create a 2/2 robot, and the creatures you control get +1/+0 in haste, but 12 to station it. I guess it is a nice late game engine, but what else is in the pack? A third Plasma Bolt, Tragic Trajectory, Specimen Freighter, another bounce 2, another solid card. I think I'm just going to take the third Plasma Bolt. Card's really strong. And I know that I'm red, so I don't necessarily know that I'm blue yet. So yeah, let's take a third Plasma Bolt. I'd like to get some Galactic Wayfarers or like a Glacial Godma. We're still not necessarily green yet. Let's say our blue cards and our green cards are about on par with each other. Sunken Citadel. Okay, not into that. This card's not bad. Vault Guard Trooper. This was kind of a problem for me in my last draft. My opponent had this, and like late game, it does become a significant threat if they start drawing 2 cards. It fits whatever deck I'm going to play. I do like the Landseeker too. I think that's a really solid card. It does fit in both archetypes, so it's tempting. That second Tragic Trajectory. I think I'm just going to take the 5-drop. I think it's easier to get the Cav Landseekers. They're common. 4/5. Creature card from your hand on the battlefield. 4/5 flying. Okay. It's also Bombard, Cut Propulsion, just all the removal. How good is this? 4/5 flying, 3 mana. Another creature into play. I mean, that is a solid card. Again, we don't know that we're green yet. I do have a lot of removal already. Could spec on it. Like, I already have Cut Propulsion, 3 Plasma Bolts. Alright, let's try it out. Let's see how good the Seed Ship is. I like Orbital Plunge. This card's really good. Probably kills most creatures, and then you get a lander out of it, which is pretty much what you want in red-green. Also Curiosity, which is fine, but Sculpting Blast, which is fine. This card would be really good if I were playing blue-red, but I'm going to take the Plunge. Solid red card. There's another Plunge. We got a Tolarian Academy, but a lot of station. There seem to be a lot of blue cards floating around. But, I mean, none of these are that great. Like Scarif, Scraps, whatever. I'm just going to take a second Orbital Plunge. I have a lot of removal. Ooh, Breeding Pool? Breeding Pool actually seems really solid because it helps me splash the Codecracker Hound, and it's a nice little differently named land to make the Fungal Colossus cheaper. So I take it over Sammy's Resolve. Seems good in my deck. So now I can get Bombard or Sammy's Curiosity. I'm not going to take the Field Crusher. I'm currently at, let's see, I'll just take the Bombard. There's so much removal. This is my 7th removal spell. All right. All Fate Scroll seems pretty good in my deck. I have the Breeding Pool, I have the Command Bridge. It ramps me, it fixes. Seems like a nice pickup here. When you have a lot of removal, you want things that let you draw multiple cards. I mean, would I play this? This can maybe be good in a super late game. It's also a differently named land. Good for the Fungal Colossus. All right, I'll take it. I probably will play it. Right, now I'll take a Sammy's Curiosity. Another Bombard. I wouldn't mind getting more Fungal Colossi, honestly. I'm going to play the Codecracker Hound, I think. Alright, pull through the Weft. Be a nice, late game. I do need more creatures in order to make this Sledge class siege ship, hard thing to say, make it any good. And to make the fight spell good. I want some large creatures. Good things to ramp into. It's like a Glacial Godma or a Territorial Bruntar. These are the kinds of things that I want. Mutinous Massacre. I love that card, but I don't know if I can take it here. Stomping Ground, again, seems good. Another Codecracker Hound. Could I splash this? I have all these landers, all Fate Scroll, Command Bridge. I'm doing it. This card is just too good. It's too good. I can't pass it. Alright. Gravedigger, really good card. And if I'm splashing black, happy to play that. This card's solid 2. You cast an artifact, so it doesn't trigger off of landers. So currently I have 4 artifacts, so I think the Interceptor Mechan's gonna be better in my deck. Intimidator is solid 2, but I think this card's really good. It's always just so brutal when my opponents have it. A lot of good things in my deck, like if they wheel, like I love the Wayfarer. This probably won't wheel, but I would love it. Moxite be okay. Yeah, let's take the Gravedigger. What is this? 1/1 Menace. Exile an artifact card from your graveyard. Put a counter on this creature. Deals damage equal to its power to any target. It's not a bad card, but I don't think I have enough artifacts to make that good. Well, you only need 1 artifact really to shock something, and then it's a 2/2 Menace. I have the Edge Rover. It's another artifact. I also have Mouth of the Storm. That's a really good card to ramp to. Modifier. This is not the deck for it. I'm gonna take Mouth of the Storm. We're getting greedy with our mana base, but I think we can make it work. You could take a Watery Grave that kind of fixes my blue and my black, makes the Fungal Colossus cheaper. Another Orbital Plunge, but I think I'm good on removal. Take a Watery Grave. I would like another Fungal Colossus. Is this the Harrow? No, this is the +1/+1 counter on each spaceship. Kabulan Seeker. There we go. I think that's good for this deck. So 4 mana, 4/3. I do need more creatures. I only have 8. I want like large creatures too that can station. So this is perfect because it also fixes me, ramps me. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Landseeker here. Litho Breaking, another Landseeker. Litho Breaking's not bad. Kind of think I just need another creature though. Yeah, 9 creatures. I'm gonna take the Landseeker. Alright. Sea Chip Impact, Tenderfoot. Impact's not a bad card. It's a good sideboard card. Also Tenderfoot, it's a creature, it's a 2-drop. I can sink a bunch of mana into it. Not bad. I already have so much removal. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the Tenderfoot. Ooh, another Gravedigger. I would love the Zookeeper Mechan, but when you have 2 Gravediggers, they can start looping each other. It's really strong, so I'm definitely gonna take that. Ah, the Fungal Colossus. Damn, I really do want a second one. I think it's gonna be good in this deck. Alright, well now I can get my Mechan. Seems really good for me. I don't need a 3rd Orbital Plunge, but Mechan is gonna smooth this deck out a lot. Just Scour for scrap can get nothing that amazing. I already have a Mechanizo. I'll take another Moxite. Guess I'll take the 3/3, but probably not gonna. I don't love that card. Take the Rig for War. All right, Mechanizoa. I mean, I could play the Mechanizoa. It's a good thing to station a Seed Ship with. This is a weird deck. I'm kind of excited to play it. It looks interesting. Mana base is going to be a bit loosey goosey, but we got a lot of landers. Let's see here. Two Mechanizoas in the board. Like the green's not even that good, honestly. Edge Rover. Like I mean, I could theoretically just cut all the green, put like a couple Mechanizoas in play. It's not unreasonable. What if I cut those? And I just went like Mechanizoa, 12 creatures. It makes the mana base better. Honestly, I feel like this is just better. The green is not doing enough, in my opinion. It's funny to discover that after you've completed the draft, but I think that's right. How many artifacts do I have? I have 10 right now, so I could play this. I could play this 3/2 for curve purposes, or I could play the Sentinel. I don't really have anything to station. I have no spacecraft. Doesn't seem that good, actually. Moxite. Mechan also. I think I'm going to do this, make the mana base just a little bit better. So I guess I'm going to play the Watery Grave. I think I'm going to play the Command Bridge 2 and the Caveron. And I think I'm going to cut the Breeding Pool. But again, I don't need a bunch of differently named lands anymore, do I? Well, I will say the Mechanizoa, I mean, it can station the Caveron. That's something I can do. Okay. So what's my last cut? I feel like 12 creatures. I do kind of want more creatures, especially with the double Mechan. I guess the All Fate Scroll is a reason to play the breed. I already have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 differently named lands in my deck. I don't think I need the breeding. Well, technically with the Caveron, this is kind of cute because I can. It's a way of ramping. Tap a land and then tap this to station the Caveron, then untap a land. Ramp. Not bad. Better if I had other spacecraft. I don't want another creature. It's better, Nanoform Sentinel or Melded Moxite. This card is also really nice. This also is a good way to trigger Void. I have like 3 Plasma Bolts. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run it like this. Again, another kind of low creature deck. Although this card does make a creature. I also have the double Mechan to get back creatures. Let's do this. Comes a mana base. Heavy on the red, light on the blue and the black. I do need double blue for the Mechanizoa. So how many landers do I have? Ratbot. I have double Land Seeker. 4 landers. Would go like right now I have 8, 9 red sources. Or 16. I don't want to get 10 red sources. I think I need 10. island. Right now I have 3 black, or I have 4 black, 6 blue. All right, I think that's gonna be my mana base. I also have the All Fate scroll to help me ramp. Try that. It's another deck that's heavy on removal and a bit lighter on creatures. Not sure if that's correct, but I have a lot of good removal. It's hard to cut it. I'm cutting it for like pretty mediocre creatures, just like a 3/2 that untap stuff. I mean, I do need a way to finish the game. I do have some nice finishers though. Mouth of the Storm and the Munis Massacre can both finish the game pretty well. Play first. Ooh. The Plasma Bolt to buy time. What does this deck like curve out to? Like I can buy time with Mechanizoa, Plasma Bolt, and early play, but I'm just hoping to rip lands. I'm tempted to mulligan this. I think I'm going to. This hand's worse, I think. But if I draw a second land, it's good, because I can play the Mechan, and that gets me to All Fate Scroll, and then that gets me to Land Seeker. So we are going to keep it. I think we're going to put back Mouth of the Storm, because everything else buys me the most time. Hope to rip land 2. Pretty please. No Strip Mine. Alright, we missed. But we have... I mean, we have time. Maybe. Oof, that's a good 2-drop. Alright, there we go. Well, if he has removal, this is going to die immediately. Be pressurized. He doesn't have removal. Alright, no removal. I get to play the All Fate Scroll at the very least. I'm going to take some damage in the meantime. Ideally, I draw land, and I can play a Land Seeker. Take 3. Land. I mean, it's a good card. I think I'm going to play it, because it lets me trade off, gets me a lander. If I get a land, the next turn I can go All Fate Scroll, crack the lander. I can trade this off for the Umbral Collar Zealot, theoretically. I'll trade this off for any creature he attacks with. Thinking about graph killing it. What it feels like. Graph kill, hit for 5. Yep. Okay. Alright, we got a land. I have up to 4 mana. I could go All Fate Scroll, crack the lander. That gets me to a Kanazoa next turn, which kind of stabilizes, so I think that's what we're going to do. Only if my Mechan lives, that is. My Mechan doesn't live. It's getting a little more awkward. He has a good thing to sack to the Comet Crawler. Awkward. Okay. Not unreasonable to sack it to the Comet Crawler here. Doesn't. All right. Well, I will block. Lander. Get an island. So I can drop the Mechanozoa. I can tap the flyer. If he has removal for the Mechanozoa, I will take 7. He'll sack the Monoist. If he doesn't have removal, it's pretty good for me. Feels like my best shot. Alternatively, I can play a Landseeker, crack another lander, like trade off the Landseeker for the Caller and block the Comet Crawler. Maybe it's a little safer to get my board a little more stable. I wouldn't do that actually. This gets a little less blown out by removal. I like keeping the Mechan back. It kind of makes things a little bit awkward for him. Black mana. What is this? 1 black. Instant speed. Not sure. Okay, I don't mind that. You can only attack with a flyer. Now I can drop a Mechanozoa, tap down the flyer, hopefully stabilize a little bit. Bombard, okay. Just get this in play. Tap down the Monoist. Technically, he could sack the Monoist and the 2/2 it makes to the Comet Crawlers to get them both to 4/3. So if he has removal for the Mechanozoa, it's not bad. Not a bad play. I trade the Landseeker for one of the Comet Crawlers, and I chump block the other one with a Mechan, and then go to 4. I lose the Zookeeper Mechan. Yeah, I mean, if you have removal, you slam it on the Mechanozoa here. All right. Menace, a little annoying. Mechan. You just play another Mechanozoa, keep blocking the flyer down. Seems good. Fog the board up as much as possible. Still don't think I'm ready to attack. Attack with one Mechanizoa, play the Land Seeker, and hold up Bombard. Bombard is flyer. Nice to start getting some damage in. Or I could attack with a Land Seeker. Maybe that's better because we double block, so I can bombard. And I can play my own Mechan, get a counter. I'm going to attack with the Land Seeker. The Mechanizoas are better as blockers. I do want to start getting damage. Keeping all of his mana up, though. I could suggest another Grav Kill. So I attack, he Grav Kills Mechanizoa, and then he's got a huge attack for me. Maybe I don't want to do that, actually. I think I'm actually just going to not attack and just play a Mechan. Just getting nothing back, but I can trade it off with his Monoist. This at least stops you from taking damage, and I'm fine trading off the first one because I got the second one to get it back. Alright, so he just did nothing with all of his mana last turn, which is interesting. We'll snap trade this. He attacks with the Monoist. Yep. Happy about this. You got decode transmissions? No. I want to bombard that while I can. I don't think no, I don't think so. Attack with a 4/3. Maybe get a 2-for-1 with a bombard. Then play my Mechan, get my Mechan back. Alright, or he just takes it. It's fine too. In that case, I'll just play my Mechan, get my Mechan back, and hold the Mechan, and hold up Bombard. I could also play the other Land Seeker. Maybe that's better. Or do I want to hold up Bombard? I'm going to play their Land Seeker. Develop the board more. Yep, I'll trade this with my Mechan. Loop the Mechans all day. Trying to grow his Skittermaw. That is plan. The next turn I can play Mechan, crack the lander. And I guess I can't hold up Bombard unless I draw a land, which oh. Let's attack with one. Takes it, okay. Back in. I guess with the scroll, I didn't have to draw the land. I still had the Mechan card. Get another swamp now. Counter. White mana. White mana. Okay. Whoa. Very large creature. 7/7. I could shrink it to 6/6 by bombarding here. I care. I think that's fine. I'm not going to bombard yet. I'm going to throw away a creature to level up the Skittermaw. Back to 2/2. Yeah, that makes sense. I want to bombard the Skittermaw. Now that he's done that. Topped. Yeah, I think I will now. Gets to surveil again, but he left the card on top. So probably not that much value for him. I could just start Zookeeper meching my Interceptor mechan, just clock for 7 in the air. Yep. Still leaving the card on top. Also crack the Alfate Scroll to level up my mechan again. Let's see, I could hit him for 7, or I could crack the scroll, draw 3, get a 4/4 mechan. I think I like doing the Alfate Scroll. Little plunge, okay. But actually, I could orbital plunge. I attack the. Yeah, I like this. Because if he blocks with a 7/7 another creature, I can do 1 point of damage on the breacher, kill the other creature, and then finish off a 7/7 with orbital plunge. Yep. Sign damage like that. Orbital plunge. No lander, unfortunately, but all right. And I counter on my mechan. What the card he kept on top is it's some crazy bomb. +2/+1 and has reach. Okay. Fine. Starfighter. So I kind of want to just Zookeeper mechan my Landseeker and just hit him for 8. Awkward thing to double block. Attack with a Mechanizo? No, let's just go with this. I could play another Mechan right now and get my Landseeker back, but I don't want to just not do that and keep the Mechan in reserve. All right. Ooh, Bombard. Might be lethal. He kept all of his mana up, though. Just see if this resolves. Did. Attack with everything. Is there any way he could survive? Target this. Swing with everything. Probably. Right? Sure. Kill it. Okay. Alright. Weird game. These green-white base. The splashing green for Melt Strider's gear? Green-white splashing green for Melt Strider's gear? That seems weird. Got a bunch of like 2/2s, 2/3s. I could board in a cheap creature like the Shield Mate just to trade off with some of that stuff early. Not a bad idea. What if I cut the Moxite? Just for like something that actually block early. Not unreasonable. Yeah, I think that's fine. The solid removal hand, but we're on the draw. So I like this hand on the draw. Just do a bunch of 1-for-1s and throw up a card. Well, that card, I don't think I even care about Plasma Bolting. I'm not gonna. I'd rather hit an Umbral Collar Zealot. If he has the Monoist, it's gonna be pretty awkward. Ooh, he doesn't have a second land. I'm still not gonna bother bolting it. Or trades with anything. Alright, well, I might consider it now. Let's just play the Scrap Bot. Now I think I will bolt it. They're falling behind. Guess it's a little better to crack this first. Up. Ah, that was bad actually. Because I could have held up Bombard. Yeah, I could have held up Bombard and Lander. There was nothing that could have kept it alive. Okay. Well, probably just gonna bolt that again, honestly. Or even better, trade and then play the Mechan. Trade, get it back, play the Mechan. 3/3 Mechan. Takes it. Smart. Well, I'm gonna kill it anyways. Or I'll offer the trade again. I do really want to trade here. Let's warp Codecracker Hound. Another scrap bot, nice. Play another scrap bot. Sure. What does that do here? I don't think he wants to flicker one of my scrap bots. I don't think you want to do that. Get another lander. I guess he wanted Void to suit it up. Okay. Funny enough, I can't play it. Okay, though. If we go attack for 6, play Codecracker Hound. Guess I could have played this pre-combat. Bard, sure. Just pass the turn. I don't think we can lose this game. Turn. Box. Attack. Focus fire 1. Sure. But not like a depressurize 2. Nope. Okay. Okay. Well, that was kind of a weird deck. I don't know what the green was for. All right, let's go to round 2. The first game was interesting in that match. We missed a land drop. We were kind of trying to stabilize, but we did eventually and kind of clawed back. That was interesting. Yeah, I like this hand. Into command bridge, tap the mountain. I'll fate scroll. All right, you can draw 4 cards off of this at some point. Sure. All right, let's just drop Top Landseeker. I think I need to shoot the 2/2. S. Just start dropping Landseekers every turn. Honor. Okay. The 3/3. Okay, that's a good play. Gain 2 life. Not bad, not bad. So I can definitely have to sack the lander. The question is, do I play another land seeker? Well, I can. I get the plasma bolt going. Attack with it, so cost 3 if you attack with this. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go. Yeah, crack a lance, crack one of these. Play another one of these. I'm gonna attack here. Seems like they're kind of doing something a little aggressive. If I attack, and then he has like removal plus creature, I take 9. You know what? I'm not gonna attack. I feel like with the All Fate Scroll, we're favored in the long game and the Mechan. Let's just not attack. This is fine. Yep, Vanishing Light for the Land Seekers. Trade off the other one. Oh yeah, and removal. Okay. Let's see. I can go. Gotta crack the lander. I can go Plasma Bolt, this 3/3, Orbital Plunge, this thing. Let's go. Crack lander. Get Swamp. Plasma Bolt this. Orbital Plunge this. Alright. Kill all the things. Anazoa could be my next play. Yep. Now we just go 6 mana Mechanizoa plus Zookeeper Mechan. Swarm Color. Okay. Attack for 5. Play a Scrap Bot. And a Mechan. 5. I do kind of want Void. Play a Mechan. Sack the lander. And play a Scrap Bot. Counter on my Mechan. Alright, he scoops it up. Nice. The black-white. Bunch of white dorks, kind of aggressive. Okay, Banishing Light. So yeah, kind of makes me want to put this thing in again. The Shield Mate, again, cut the Moxite. Just a card I can just trade off in the early game. 3 power. Trade off with this 3/3s. Seems solid. Yep, I think that's good. That's all I want. Yep, I like to hand on the draw. 3 removal spells. Really good when you're on the draw. Sure. Ooh, that's a good 2-drop. Oh yeah, that's getting bolted right out of here. Another creature control dies. Do I want to play the Mechan first? Is there a way another creature you control could die next turn? I'm just going to preserve my life total. It's not mana efficient, but let's just get rid of this thing while we can. Sure. I don't want to bolt that too. He doesn't put the counters on anything. I think I will. I'm going to bolt it. And Zookeeper Mechan. Okay. Well, now we're in the waiting game. Just need a 4th land and we're good to go. But until then, I got Bombard. Yep, that's getting bombarded. There we go. Now the world's our oyster. Do this while we can. Swamp. 1 land away from Mouth of the Storm. Ooh, wow. That's it. Cat Landseeker is pretty solid, I have to say. I kind of like this card. It's like a real threat, and it ramps you too. Okay. Life. I'm just gonna do. Is there any? I can give him Void on his end step. I think it's fine to wait. I don't think there's like an instant speed Void card on his end step. Punish me for cracking the lander then. If 1 or more tokens be created under your control twice, wow. 4/5 Flying Lifelink. It's a good card, but about to get an orbital plunge. I'm gonna play the land just because I have the Vault Guard Trooper, so I'm kind of rewarded for getting all the cards out of my hand. And maybe he could play Virus Beetle here, and I lose a real card, but not a winning play for him. Sure. Let's see. Okay, so this one I don't have to sack right now. So I think I'm going to hold it in case I need to trigger Void. Like a Mechan. But let's just attack. And then play Mouth of the Storm. Gonna need like a sweeper here. Get out of this. Thinking. If you have the sweeper, you slam it. So he probably doesn't. It's like, what could he do? You could have Grav Kill. That could kill the Mouth. Takes all of his mana to do. You could have Radiant Strike. That kills the Mouth and it puts him to 6. So that actually would keep him alive another turn. The Radiant Strike. Alright. Doesn't have it though. Alright, going to the finals again. Deck's playing out nicely. It's got, multiple Plasma Bolts, just a lot of removal, a lot of ways to generate landers to ramp, and then late game, got some real bombs with the Mutinous Massacre. Mouth of the Storm's a solid late game card. Yeah, those 4/3 Menace Kavus and make a lander. These cards are really good. Not as good as like the Galactic Wayfarer in green, because that's a 3-drop, but still, just like a real creature that makes a lander token, quite nice. Especially in this deck when I'm like, I want to ramp to 7 and I'm playing 3 colors. All right, playing against Ugin. That's a mulligan, and doesn't do anything. It's pretty far from doing anything. And solid though. Keep this, and I think put back the Mechanozoa. I'm just not close to playing it. Okay. Copy his play. Ooh, no third land. Good for me. Like, I could attack here, and if he blocks, and Plasma Bolt to finish it off. That does kind of set him back a lot. All right, he just takes it. Smart. Then we'll play this. The lander. Find my blue mana. It's like a ramp into the mouth. When he's missing a land drop, his Mouth of the Storm is a big problem. Yeah, I would have traded there, I think. Ooh, all right. I think I am actually going to Orbital Plunge that just to put the nail in the coffin here. He's missing land drops. Set him back. Basically a Stone Rain. Actually, it's like a Mon Valley Acid Moss because I generated a lander too. Okay, we're 1 land away from testing Mouth of the Storm. Just tackle both. Pass. We're gonna crack both of our landers, I think. Get 2 swamps probably, or maybe an island in a swamp. He's got nothing. First one's getting a swamp for sure. Okay, all right. Well, he's done. Okay. The opponent just cast a single spell there. It's unfortunate. They're red. Again, do I want the Moxite or the Shield Mate? I don't know what their second color is. I think with the triple Plasma Bolt, I'm gonna keep the Moxite in, just as another way to trigger Void. And I'm not sure yet if I need the Shield Mate. All right. Yeah, sounds solid. Guess we'll find out if it's be better with the Moxite or the 3/2 artifact creature for 2. We shall see. I do have the Moxite Plasma Bolt combo. Yep, back in. That's a good one. Let's play a Moxite. Pitch an island. Alright, Bombard. That needs to die immediately. Gotta get a Cut Propulsion or I can Bombard it. He missed a land drop again. That makes me want... It makes me want to Cut Propulsion it, honestly. So that next turn I could crack the Moxite and Plasma Bolt the Beacon, I guess. Oh wait, this doesn't kill it. Twice, it would do 2 damage to itself. So yeah, we gotta bombard it. Definitely. Is this cast or ETBs? ETBs. Let's just bombard it right now. Playing against blue-red. Alright, he got the land. Okay. I guess I'll maybe bolt that thing. I can go like Make a 2/2 plasma bolt. Your 4/3. It's efficient. Next turn I can go scrap bot and crack the lander. All right, he's just ramping. I'm gonna attack. The chance he doesn't block this. All right, depends how much he needs that thing. Fine. I'm just gonna scrap bot so that next turn I can cast Mechanozoa. Okay, solid. Next turn I can play Mechanozoa, tap down a Zookeeper Mechan. That should slow him down and start beating him down. And then just removal on all his blockers. That's the plan. Like, this thing is good, but I don't think it'll be able to station it anytime soon. Yes, ooh, stationing it, okay. Oh, nice. We got our finisher. All right, so let's attack for 5. And Mechanozoa. Tap down is 1/3. Pretty far ahead in board now. Could have like terminal velocity. That would get him out of this. Cryo Shatter, okay. It's a good removal spell. Litho Break. Well, okay, wow, he wiped my board. I did not think that would happen, but nicely done. Command Bridge. Okay. So I can cast Mutinous Massacre soon. Destroy all evens. I think I'm not gonna use an Orbital Plunge on that. Maybe I just wait until I'm fully crew the scan ship, and then I destroy all evens. There's another even. I kind of want him to fully suit up, blow up all the evens. Fine. Litho Breaking into Cryo Shatter. Very nice. If he has like an Unravel, that could be bad to counter my Massacre. Alright, let's just pass. Oh, shoot. Okay, no. I have the Cult Propulsion. I was going to say, that's really bad, but I do have the answer. Let's let him attack with the Mechan just to tap him out. We'll do that to draw the extra cards. Wow, that card's insane. Propulsion. Oof. That could have been disastrous, but now I get to kill the other 3 creatures with the Mutinous Massacre. Although this does get countered if he has the Divert Disaster, but I think I gotta go for it here. For each creature with mana value of the chosen quality, so destroy all evens. All right. Well, we've each plague winded each other. Oh, he's got the Memorial World. All right. Let's go. Mechan first in case he doesn't Unravel. Seeker. Each of these on its own is a threat. It's a 4-power creature. Do I crack the lander? I feel like I do. I think I want to thin my deck in this situation. I already have the orbital plunges. Okay. Oh. Clicked too fast there. I meant to pump with the Mechan. That was a mistake. We should be at 6. It gives him another turn. Ugh. Clicked too fast. Sorcery speed to pump. Alright. Plunges that. Dealt with 1. He must have just drawn that, right? Got the plasma bolt. Alright. Yeah, I mean, him having an extra 4 life is going to make a difference here. We're top decking, but I have 3 removal spells. So, alright. And that's a nice creature. Alright, he's just flooding out. Okay, he's got 1 turn. He's got to find removal, because I can kill pretty much any blocker he puts in the way. Alright, he found removal. The game continues. Oh, that's an amazing draw. Warp. Wow, I like these both. I guess I want to take Mouth of the Storm. Okay. This is lethal. He's got to find another removal spell. Okay. We draw 2 cards. Let's save him. Alright. Feel like he's dead now. I don't think there's a 2 mana. I mean, if he has Cult Propulsion, he can kill the Mouth. That was his last card. Alright. The missing 4 damage didn't cost us, but yeah, that wasn't great. Alright. Nice. We got a 3-0. This deck felt really strong playing it, because it had the cheap removal. Plasma Bolt just so efficient. It had multiple ways to make lander tokens, so just smoothed out the draws, helped to ramp me, fix my color. So like I stabilize early game with all this great cheap burn, and then I start ramping. And then late game I just start dropping, the Mechanozoas and Venus Massacre, Mouth of the Storm. The double Mechan means I can grind out long games too. All Fate Scroll, I can grind out long games. So yeah, this deck felt strong. Yeah, I feel like I have maybe a newfound respect for Cav Landseeker. This card, I was like usually happy to see it. It really helps the deck function pretty well. So I'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next draft.